So what you see over there is a result of work and not cleaning up afterward. It's always a good idea. Clean up after you do a job, because then you end up with this tremendous mess of really dirty tools. Like me, I have lots of dirty tools. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And we're back here at good old Ride On Repair, the home garage of the stars. You look down here, the oldie power steering pump looks, relatively clean and shiny. Yeah, that's because it's been out once. Yeah, I was successful in making it cleaner, and that's about it. I don't believe it's leaking, so good news there. But now it doesn't steer with power. I'm trying to figure out where I screwed it up. We're just going to go ahead and throw a reman on it. So let's look at that reman and hope to heck they did it a whole lot better than I did. This box is confusing. Oh. Yeah. But these don't pop. They're like, what? Jip. What do we got? Ooh, fancy and black. Look at that. Oh, and it turns smoothly. It looks to be the one we need. Score. Yeah, the runnability problem, there's a lot of stuff that's been replaced on here. I'll walk you through a couple of pieces. See, the air box is off of it yet again, but that was just to give me better access down here. The main catalytic converter, well, somebody beat me to that one. It doesn't have anything in it. It does still have the two manifold catalytic converters, and I was starting to think that possibly the converters were backed up, but it looked like somebody had checked that also, poked a hole in the exhaust pipe. Rather than use the O2 sensor bung, which would have been a whole lot more, well, smart, I think is the word that we could use here. But hey, to each their own. We all do things our own way, so I suppose. I also started thinking that possibly the throttle position sensor could be the issue. Well, if you see right there, then their wires is pretty orange and green and black one, those are all very, very fresh. Somebody else thought that too. I said, well, don't you have trouble codes? I do not. For whatever reason, the truck has not thrown any trouble codes at all. Your check engine light on your dash, turn the key on to start the truck, check engine light comes on. As soon as it's running, shuts back off again. Doesn't offer any clues. Just kick the jack. It doesn't offer any clues as to why it was running the way it was. And the issue was, so you get on the gas, it'd run fine up to about half throttle, then you roll in like to full throttle, and then it acted like it was running out of fuel. Generally, when a fuel pressure regulator fails, it is that it has failed closed, and it's just putting all the fuel pressure it has to the injectors, even at idle, and you don't want that. You don't need that much fuel at idle, you just need a little bit. Well, this one did not have that problem. It was on the other end. So the only thing I can figure is whenever you do give it throttle, the system loses vacuum. That's what closes the fuel pressure regulator to send all the fuel pressure to the injectors. It must not be sealing the fuel, so it's just bypassing, letting fuel go back to the tank, therefore not giving us all the fuel pressure we need at the injectors. I just went ahead and bought a regulator. I was gonna say I threw it on there. I didn't. I let the older boy do it because he's small and limber and could get in here, and me, well, not so much. But he enjoyed doing it, I think. That he lied to me. I don't care. It got done. So we're just going to go with that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. Let's see how far this batch of tools will get us. Fortunately, Ford offers you a nice little tool tray to set your tools down. Well, that thing is just being a fuzz. That's how you end up with a big, massive pile of tools. Just just don't want to break this if at all possible. Set him off over yonder. And I think we're gonna need a breaker bar for that. Makes it easier. All right, get a hold of the oldie belt. All right, freedom. Uh-oh, that's always good. Just leave it there for later. So now we got that off. Now we shall whoop ye oldie compressor off. We're just gonna whip this off right quick. Well, good Lord. All right, so. Yeah. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, folks. You really can't make it up. All right, that's fine. We can do it. What we're just gonna do, break those loose the old fashioned way. Hopefully I got that grizz. Ooh, man, somebody's a beast that tightened these. Yeah, it was me. I'm awesome. Ooh, that's way back there. Grab a handle. Place this in a fortuitous location. On this in here. Oh yeah. Should probably back it up. Probably should back it up. Yeah, should back it up. I tell you what, folks. That booger is T-I-T. Tight. Goodness me. That smarted. Did I mention it's hot? Seventh circle of hell, hot.
I'll get that for you.
Yes. Okay. Reservoir. Yes, sir? Having the time of my life. Again. Yeah. Sure. It's a truck. Huh? Bye-bye. Have fun. Okay. Bye-bye. You gotta let them spread their wings and fly, people. You just do. Especially that 2-year-old. Hey, what size were those? What size is that? Looks like about a 5/8. Nope, not a 5/8. It'd be a 9/16. There was a time, I could look at a bolt and knew what it was. That time is gone, folks. G-O-N-E, gone. Then you do standard and, oh, yep, that slipped. Good night, nurse. Is that necessary to be that tight? What in tarnation? Oh, that'd be why. Had a 1/2 inch where the 9/16 goes. Be doggone. That looks like a 9/16. Yep, there it is. That's the one we want. There she goes. Got another one down here somewhere. Yes, sir. There it is. Give that one another little wing-a-lay. Lord, 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 Lord. Oh my goodness. Yeah, should have planned for that a little bit, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. That's just, yeah. All right, you just sit there for a minute and think about what you've done. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, we're gonna whoop that. Oh, come on, man, really? I want to say it's a 9:30 seconds. Ooh, yes, the Palm Driver. I was ridiculed many years ago, like 30 of them, for buying this silly thing. And I have had this silly thing now since the early 90s. And I think mainly I was ridiculed because of the price I paid for it, because it said Matco on it at one time. Expert advice is what you folks are receiving here. There is no, you can't put a price out on that. All right, you reckon it's done bleeding in here? All right, take y'all over here and show you how to whip this here pulley off. All right, let there be light. Where did I put that thing? I had it earlier. What in the devil? Aha. Nothing but the very best will do for me, folks. Hey, you know what? People give Harbor Freight a hard time. Harbor Freight's tools, for the most part, I mean, I wouldn't go in there and buy anything real high end. But for your basic stuff, and if you need it right now, it's crazy how much they actually have on hand. You can just, run down there if you got one local and pick up whatever it is you need in that day. All right, I think we want the smaller. Yes. Just put that in there. I've seen some dudes get all fancy and they'll shim around that thing. We don't need to do all that. We ain't fancy. Okay, not a problem. You gotta put this in first, folks. There we go. Now, she's a puller. Let me put this little Dumaflachi in there so she'll push. Now, I'm gonna warn you, you gotta hold this pulley still because, of course I would never use something like this, which is exactly what I'm going to use on a Harbor Freight pulling device, such as what we have here. It will squirt fluid everywhere. And I'm talking, I had to wipe all this crap. Now I had, there was transmission fluid, power steering fluid, all over the surfboard, all over the place. And I'm sure there still is. And just, let's not look for it, shall we? Okay. I want to say that is a half. Golly gee. All right, hold your ears, because this is going to get loud-ish. 3/4 maybe. Swing and a miss. 13/16. Yes. All right, hold your ears. I'm going to say that's actually a metric. Let's go see what metric it is. Something like a 13/16. Is that a 19? She's a 20. You know what I don't have, folks? A 20 millimeter. So, as I was saying about Harbor Freight, you can get anything you need, including probably a 20 millimeter wrench. Voila. Would you look at that? Would you just look? Ow, God! Just a little warning, those do get hot. You use them. Even the socket's pretty fruity. Now, fun fact, if you've never worked on an 80s, 90s era domestic product, domestic to the United States, of course, they love to have fun with us, and they would do a mix of metric and standard bolts. Isn't that just great? I mean, it just kicked you right in the nuts. Great. Love it. But I digress. Trying to decide if this is metric or standard. I'm gonna say it's a standard 17. I got one of them there of this. Yes, I did say standard 17. Alrighty. We are going to go park this. Look how good I got, how clean I got that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Oh man, look at that. I done tore up one of my fine ceramic tiles. This is here. It's just stick-on tile. Woo! We'll whoop this bad boy. Back in here. That, folks, is torqued properly to spec without question. You believe me? Gotta. Thousands wouldn't. This here, dadgummit, she's still, wow, that's on there. Cool. That won't help with. Alright, I think she's loose now. No, she's not loose. Alright, we're gonna give it another whack-a-lay. Whack-a-lay, whack-a-lay, whack-a-lay. And I'm telling you, you talk dirty to it, it'll do anything in the world for you. Destructions. Most importante. Right? Those look the same, right? Right? Look at it. You got the same angulars. Alright, we'll let it cool for a second. Wow, that is loud. Holy shit. Ow. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Makita, folks, for the win. It's still hot. Hot. Yes, I have gloves. Don't judge me. Oh, and heavens am I thirsty. Ouch. There is something pokey right there. It just has a little... To assist installation, soften, seal in warm water and expand over tapered punch as shown below. Right, that's gonna happen. All right, we'll be back. Y'all like my crepe myrtle? I love that tree. Plant? Is it a tree or plant? I don't really know. All right, so if you hadn't figured it out, we're a day or two later after the last clip. So went ahead the other night and I got everything fitted back up as far as the power steering pump. Let me turn this light on, that'll help. The pump's back on, lines are connected and all that good sort of stuff. So at this point all I'm going to do is just get the compressor mounted back up, fill her up with some fluid, hope it doesn't leak. Alright, we are running. I see no fluid leaking. Yep. This is this beast. Make good fruit fire. And just like that, it's all back together. Look at that. Huh? Okay, so got 2 new front tires. Got 2 old rear tires that have been tagged by a 2-year-old. Yeah. And we have Ivan. He's going to be the camera guy. So we are going to take you to what you have all been so dying. Just good God, I should have put more than 1 bolt in this seat. I've been dying to do is go for a ride with us again.
Yes.
Man, what a truck.
Speedo work?
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't break Speedo.
No. Yeah, we have functioning oil pressure gauge and a functioning coolant temp gauge. Hooray! Hey, it's got power.
It's got power.
Not very much of it, but it pulls.
It's got a
There's a bunch of dust in here.
muffler.
What?
Have you checked to see if that's still on the pipe?
Well, yeah.
It's not gonna fall off.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, at least we have a blanket with us.
It's fixed.
Yeah.
Because it would have fallen on its face.
Yeah, it goes.
Yes. That was it. Good job, son.
Thank you.
The cameraman is the one that did the repair. He's the man.
Fred's
That's a
also.
good old truck.
Fred's awful dirty.
Yes, Fred's very dirty. That's the next part. Get the window in it. That's probably where the dust comes. We don't have a back window.
Yeah. No back window in there.
Anything else? It is surprising how good this truck drives. I mean, shocking.
Need me to take it to Lemons?
First look at these cobwebs.
Oh. It's better. It's better than any and everything that's German that goes to Lemons.
It might actually survive. Yes.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Yes.
He's a big kid. He knows what he's doing.
Get the dumb kid.
Yeah. Bring it back to the old days.
Yeah, driving like a moron through my neighborhood. I wonder why people didn't like me.
In a crappy old truck.
In a crappy old truck. Sounds like something's falling off.
I think I know what that was.
What?
There was exhaust clamps.
Not anymore. People, let me tell you something. It's the finest vehicle you ever did see. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Old Fred is back amongst the land of the living. Doesn't look particularly good. Looks ain't everything, right? Look at me. No, don't. Very happy with repair of the fuel pressure regulator. That was the problem. As I'd said, somebody prior to us had been trying to chase that problem down and didn't find it, which benefited me because I could look and see all the new parts that they had put on it, and it didn't fix it. So the list had gotten pretty small of what could possibly be the issue. So we're very blessed in that it was something that simple and only about $30. I'm sorry. Let me gather my thoughts. I've gathered my thoughts. Where do we go with Fred now? We're gonna get him buttoned up, duct taped up, zip tied up. I don't know if it'd be known as a going to town rig or not, but you know what? Somebody needs something that'll get you around on a deer lease or just haul supplies in. It drives incredibly well. It shocks me every time I drive it how good it actually drives. Tires help. Man, there is a large dauber keeps flying in front of the camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a great deal to be able to put these videos together and have a little fun showing you some of the gooberdom that goes on around our house. And there's a lot of it. There's 4 kids here, and then, well, actual kids, and then there's me, who is a way overgrown kid. I refuse to grow up. So get used to it. If you like the channel, it's expect more fun. Now I get to clean up my garage again. Yay. Excited. Next project, I already have it in my possession. It's not here. I have it at our top secret off-site location. Storage unit. Yeah, that's where it is. But I am super excited about it, and I will give you a little hint, a little glimpse as to what to expect. Right there. See them there? Them's is motorcycle tires. I love motorcycles. Yeah. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. Do the liking, do the subscribing, do the sharing bit that helps us move the channel along. Thanks. We'll see y'all again next time.